Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about Monday Night Raw tonight, July 21st. Edition of the show, Road to SummerSlam continues, which is obviously a two-night event, Saturday, Sunday, August 2nd, August 3rd. The road to SummerSlam continues. Happened tonight in Houston, Texas. Roman Reigns appears. Since his epic return last week. Obviously, what did he have to say to his former wise man, Paul Heyman? CM Punk and Gunther opened the show. Becky Lynch had a proposal for Lyra Valkyria for their match at SummerSlam, and more shit happened tonight. Rusev and Sheamus, Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross, a number one contender triple threat match for the tag team championship. So let's get into it. And a women's tag team championship match. So CM Punk kicked off the show with Gunther. Gunther comes out face to face. Obviously, CM Punk wrestling for the championship. I mean, I thought it was good, but kind of disappointing. But I think they'll do more when the next segment those two have. I think they'll do more with it. Got kind of a little disappointed with it. I was kind of disappointed CM Punk didn't get the last word in there with Gunther. I very much wanted to see more of a back and forth between them. But they'll probably do more. I thought the segment was good. I guess they're saving it for the go home show. But maybe that could have been a brawl and they could have had a war of words next week. And it didn't help that the crowd was chanting, what? And you tapped out. Like, oh my god. Like, some crowds. I mean, God, I want crowds to react, but my god. The what chants are just annoying. But, I mean, I enjoyed Gunther's promo. And how he handled that annoying, degenerate crowd. I'm sure they'll do more next Monday. I enjoyed the segment. I thought they could have done a little more, but I was just a little disappointed. But he claimed the two of them are equals, and that they both have massive egos, but his is justified thanks to the accomplishments in the ring. I'm going to make you regret you ever set foot inside a professional wrestling ring, he warned. You'll never be the best in the world. Dropped the mic, walked off. As the announcers, Michael Cole and Corey Graves, hype up their match at SummerSlam. So, thought it was fine. Segment. I think they'll do more next week. CM Punk came across as someone who knows what it takes to win the gold, but may have been underselling the magnitude of his opponent. As he said, his goals, main event WrestleMania, and win the World Championship. So, I mean, I like the promo, but I think they could have done a bit more. But I think they'll do that next week. Next, Sheamus and Rusev. Another good match. I think this is better than their first match. First match was good, but I think this one was better. They wrote the latest chapter in their rivalry with a rematch from their physical battle a few weeks ago. I mean, look, this was just another fantastic physical battle in which two of the best strikers in WWE today brought the punishing offense, drama, a few quality teases, and a finish that appropriately played off their passing counter. Is there going to be a story that evolves from these matches, or is this going to be a never-ending series of matches that, while excellent, never really result in anything captivating? We'll see. But it was definitely a really good match. I'm enjoying the matches between these two because they're fantastic. Great strikers, so I don't know what they'll do with them going forward. We'll see. The tag team title number one contenders match. Thought it was okay. I mean, I felt the tag team division with Monday Night Raw could actually be somewhat decent. to be honest. I feel like it'd be somewhat decent if they added some more teams and featured those teams more often. It would be pretty decent. But maybe you can merge the divisions. I don't know. Or maybe you could call somebody up. I don't know. But I thought the match was okay. LWO actually won a match. Yes, you heard that correctly. LWO won a match. So they're the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. That was unexpected. At least we got someone else different in the mix, besides New Day. Speaking of tag teams, well, this was random. Grayson Waller says Theory is injured, and as such, A Town Down Under is over. 1 year, or what, 1 or 2 years of the teases, and they have broken up off TV. This should have been over months ago, but they fumbled it badly. Breakup teases over a year and it's ended off camera. There's no way they spent so much time teasing that just to do it off screen. All that bickering, the fighting back and forth, and they do it off screen? Ugh. No turn, not even in the ring. A random backstage segment. He basically just confirmed they're done. Yeah, he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back in a few weeks and attack Waller, but I mean, people have probably been waiting for what, 2 years at this point for something to happen, and nothing's happened. Is Theory actually, like, I don't think he's injured, folks. He's been wrestling on Main Event. If that matters, I don't know. He's been on Main Event for a bit, so I don't think he's, quote, injured. And even if that was a thing, why then? It's still no excuse for why they didn't do this like a year ago. And it's just typical WWE. Yeah. Anyways, match was pretty solid. I mean, it was a fun match that highlighted that they can have talent as tag team division. But I don't know if they can do much to convince you that LWO can beat the Judgment Day. The use of Lee and the involvement of Americana was interesting, but it would have meant more for the victors to have won fair and clean. But whatever. Becky Lynch comes out. Before that, Sooty Valkyria and Io Sky confrontation backstage led to them having a match. Ooh. I think it's their second match. So Becky comes out. She said she would have been. I should be in New York at the premiere of my new movie, Happy Gilmore 2, but instead I'm in Houston, Texas. I thought it was fine, I guess. Like, the match should be an absolute banger. And could be a dark horse candidate for the best match on the card. So, her proposal. So, she took her, she accused Lawler of gatekeeping championship shots and called her out to the ring. The former champion took her up on the offer. And, joined her former friend and protege in the ring. And back and forth resulted in no countout, no disqualification match for the title at SummerSlam. So, it's basically no rules. There must be a winner. It's basically what she offered. Becky said Valkyrie cannot challenge for the title if she loses. Which that pretty much tells you Lyra's going to win the championship back. So she accepted, suckered her into a handshake, and delivered her own version of the Manhandle Slam and put an exclamation point on things. So that match is official at SummerSlam. Lyra and Becky for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. No DQ. No DQ, no countouts. Must be a winner. Match should be an absolute banger. I mean, they had a good match, a really good match at Money in the Bank, wasn't it? So, You know, Lawler's mic performance has evolved and developed recently, but devoid of any real character story progression. I guess struggled to get the audience on her side in recent weeks, but I don't know, I think she's great. And then Bayley and Lawler versus Roxanne and Raquel for the women's tag titles. I actually thought it was pretty solid, to be honest. Roxanne and Raquel are turning out some very good matches as a team since Liv's injury. Maybe it could be a blessing in disguise for everyone. And when Liv gets back, she'll be more over than she's ever been. The tag progressed 3 different stories. It's great stuff, man. Thought the match was pretty solid. It's good to see Raquel actually looking good in the ring, man. She's been looking much better as of late. Good to see her progressing in the ring, man. So definitely progressed some shit. Bayley definitely was headed towards a heel turn, most likely, with the desperation to be champion and lack of relief ultimately being her downfall. So, thought the match was solid, and obviously Raquel and Roxanne retained. But I think Bayley's going to turn heel soon. But yeah, Lawler and Roxanne's a match that should headline a premium live event somewhere down the line. They have good chemistry in the ring. They need to run that match. They should run that match at some point. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. I don't know, I thought it was good. I mean, I wasn't not good, but I thought it was solid. I mean, everyone on Twitter is going to say it's bad just because it's Karrion Kross. Because everybody doesn't like things that aren't flips and kicks. Flip. Oh, flip and kick. Oh yeah, gotta watch those flips and kicks. But yeah, Karrion Kross defeats Sami Zayn. He finally gets a big win in a way that is true to his character and the ongoing story with Sami Zayn. A perfect creative call that helps all involved, including him getting over suddenly. I could have said this before, but I feel like it'd be a broken record saying the IWC wants to see someone get pushed, and when they do, they'll shit on it. Because that's all the IWC does. I'm not here saying Karrion Kross is the greatest wrestler ever. But he's good at telling a story. And he's a solid in-ring worker. Like, he's not as bad as you guys say. But the IWC wants someone pushed, and then when they do, they turn their backs on them. But if it was Will Ospreay, they'd probably be praising his flips and kicks. But Zayn's a perfect opponent to help elevate Kross, in that he's a selfless performer who goes out of his way to make his opponent look credible and legitimate. I mean, I thought it was fine. Dominic attacked AJ Styles backstage, claimed he was cleared to compete, and that match is official for SummerSlam as well. Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles. Yeah, that's what happened there. Thought it was a solid match though, like, wasn't bad. Stephanie and Io ended in a DQ, where I believe Stephanie won. I thought it was good. Very good, actually. Very good. It ended in a DQ. I hate to see it in a DQ because it feels like most matches end that way nowadays, but obviously no one was going to take the L here. No one was losing. They're not going to have either one of these two baby faces lose. Chelsea Green, Secret Harvest come out, cost a DQ. Rhea comes out, and a bunch of other people. Roman Reigns promo. The ending segment I thought here was very good. And we were getting one step closer to a big time SummerSlam match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Thought Roman was great on the mic and filter with the fine line between acknowledging the fans and pandering to them. Braun Breaker continues to stand out every week. I saw some tweet like, oh, he was terrible on the mic. I thought he was fine. Like, my God. I swear, everyone on Twitter hates when these guys get pushed that they want to see get pushed. And they wonder why WWE doesn't listen to us. Another step closer to the big breakout we knew was coming the moment he made his NXT debut with Braun Breaker. But I thought this was a very good segment with, Roman and Paul Heyman. he basically said he was able to hold the championship for so long because of Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, or both the Usos, and Sami Zayn. So, yeah, but I thought it was a good show, man. You got some matches made official for SummerSlam. See, Punk, Gunther, Roman there at the end. So, we'll see what happens next week as WWE puts the final touches on the road to SummerSlam. That's all I'll say. Peace.